This is the end. This is the end, my friend. My only friend. The end. You guys, this is the end for Idubbbz. It's over, guys. It's over. It's completely over for him. The guy, if he wasn't already a joke, he's a joke now, and he already was a joke. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole history of Idubbbz' fall from grace, or the descendants into a lolcow, or his descent into a lolcow, rather. You know, there's plenty of people who've gone over every little aspect from it, whether it is his wife going around with him on this podcast humiliation tour, or whether it is the joke that became of his Creator Clash boxing event. The first, which actually went pretty well. The second, which went horribly, and they ended up, I think it was $250,000 in the hole or something like that. And the third one, which he was planning on doing this year, but he completely torpedoed with beefing with very many people. Most notably, the guy from Epic Mealtime, and of course the H3H3. Now, there's a whole milieu of a bunch of embarrassing stuff that happened with him, and I'm not going to get into all that, but we're going to take a look at what he's posted recently, this recent video that came out 2 days back, that has just cemented his legacy, guys. That maybe he could have come back from the other stuff, but there's no turning back now. He's a lolcow.
I don't know if this is your own theory or if it's just like implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos. There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. If you're gonna be a hater ass bitch, take it the full way. By the way,
so we see this idiot making an entire expose of him calling out the haters, responding to the haters, which, as everybody knows, is always the best strategy to get them off your back, right? Tried and true wisdom, tried and true experience, that if you debate the haters on what they say about you, they'll go away, right? You give them the attention, you give them the desired reaction, they'll definitely go away, right? That's tried and true wisdom, isn't it, folks?
the background is a work in progress, so you can just tune that out. Today,
Keep in mind, okay, this guy is a professional content creator. Like, he has no other job. I don't have a set-up background, okay? But then again, I have 2 jobs, okay? I don't do, I have 2 jobs. Neither of them are YouTube. So, this is all this guy does. So I don't know why he wouldn't have a set-up background, but that's a very minor detail. But it just shows you that how little effort this guy is actually putting in.
going to be doing the thing that everyone tells you not to do, and that is feed the trolls. One of the more important things that I want to talk about is my relationship with Anissa. I love Anissa. I love everything about her. I've only grown to love her more with time, and a lot of people online don't see it that way. For me, it's very obvious. I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic, not talkative.
And dude, people have been clowning on him so hard about this opening right here. Dude, read the room, dude. Everyone's been clowning on him over his relationship with Anissa and the different details thereof. Be it the OnlyFans, the humiliation tour, the stinky poo-poo allegations, the cheating on him allegations, her brown-nosing of Hassan. You name it, guys, you name it. So for him to lead with this is just tone deaf. And then this whole idea, I'm stoic. Like, dude, I'm not the first person to point this out. Not even close to the first. There's probably been hundreds of thousands of people already pointing this out, be they in videos or comments on this video. I'm sure we could find some down here. But, you know, he's stoic. He's stoic. You know, they're clowning on him. You know, and someone who's stoic isn't going to make this video. I mean, it's a complete joke. And so look, like, he even recognizes that, oh yeah, this is what people tell me not to do. Then why are you doing it? It's as if he enjoys humiliating himself. It's really astounding. And so throughout this video, and I'm not going to watch the whole thing, he goes on to call out all these different haters of his, you know, and react to what they say. Most notably is the Kino Casino. And guys, if you haven't checked these guys out, they're hysterical. I first found out about these guys while watching Duty Streams, which is like a DSP tractor channel, and he would have clips of their podcast when he would talk about DSP. And if you don't know who DSP is, that's a topic for another time. But that's a funny rabbit hole to go down. But look, so these guys they're large, but they're not huge. You know, they have nowhere near almost 7 million subscribers that Idubbbz has. So basically what he's doing here is he's giving these guys essentially an advertisement for their show.
There. Watch the change.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I have never gotten...
Look at Ian in this moment. Oh my God.
Like, he looks sad. Oh, he is disgusted at her. He's depressed. He's so disgusted.
Working on.
He looks disgusted with this.
He looks so uncomfortable. He's like, should I be here? He looks so uncomfortable. Look at this guy's body language. He doesn't want to be there.
Look how miserable he looks. Dude, he looks miserable. Dude,
And he does. Yeah, in recent years, he looks completely miserable. I mean, he's looking bad, dude. He's looking bad. And so look, throughout this video, you can see down here, the bottom left, like, look at this. Here's
That makes her
Kino Casino again.
And this
He calls out his trainer and his wife, which now he's saying, oh, they're liars, they're everything, they don't know anything about me or whatever. Well, I mean, they knew you personally. And something interesting to note, so apparently, at one point, this chick here, trainer's wife, apparently when she was a minor, I guess, when she was a kid or a teenager, I'm not sure what age exactly, but somewhere when she was below 18, somehow got in like a arranged child marriage or something, and it was a really, really gnarly situation. And so she survived that, and you know, they hit Idubbbz up about potentially, hey, could you repost like this thing about trying to get a law passed in some state to end child marriage, and he left him on Reddit, and he conveniently enough doesn't discuss this throughout this entire video. But look, the point is, he's going and highlighting all of the people who have been hating on him, expanding out or sort of broadcasting their message out to a larger amount of people without really addressing the things that they're saying.
way. I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lolcow, because these fucking losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lolcow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control. They won't, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It's just just innocent guys just having a laugh.
I mean, look at this. Literally broadcasting the entire Kino Casino Idubbbz playlist for 7 million subscribers. It's insane. It's insane. And by the way, do you want to see how the Kino Casino reacted to this? Like, what was their reaction? Well, take a look.
going through the bogs, watching this. My loyalty as a viewer was finally rewarded. Idubbbz and Anissa knew this guy's our only viewer. He's so loyal to the program. Let's cut him a commercial for his show and broadcast it to 7 million people. All of the greatest hits of the show. He's a cock.
Yeah, no. So he I guess they were saying they reacted to this. They're excited, man. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe this. He cut us a commercial. You know, they couldn't pay for better advertising than this. So I mean, what you think that Idubbbz, Ian? You think that this is gonna make him stop, dude? You've done him a huge favor. Look at how distressed he is, man. It's just like, oh. It's moronic. And look, more Kino Casino. And there's this therapist then.
And gets extremely real with him, which is a profoundly stupid idea. Like eating with your mouth full on camera. He of all people should know better than to go on a therapist's podcast and vent about his very real problems on a public forum like that. Because people will use that information against him. Like.
Right, and so now he's of course exactly correct, this guy. And now he goes on basically throughout this entire video to essentially call everybody mean. And I mean, that's essentially his argument. Everyone's being really mean to me.
Where he actually cried.
If you're going to be a hater-ass bitch, take it the full way. Take responsibility for having the opinion that crying online is pathetic and weak. Don't say, I am the enlightened centrist, and other people are going to make fun of you for that.
Because people will use
it. So here's the thing. So now he goes on and he goes, well, guys, you know, stop trying to pretend like you're not making fun of me. Like, stop trying to give me fake advice. You know, it's like, what's his argument exactly? You know, that these people who are pretending not to making fun of me are actually making fun of me? Okay, I mean, so why does that help your case exactly? You know, and
that information against him.
People will use the information against me. Being sincere is impossible to do online. It's not impossible. It's difficult in the situation that Anissa and I are in, but we're making that choice intentionally. So you making this...
Yeah, here's the problem. It's always we. You know, part of the reason, I mean, really okay, for this guy's downfall, and obviously, you know, I'm not going to go through the whole video. I'm not going to go through all the details. But look, guys, you know, obviously there's been a huge downfall. He's going through it, man. He's not what he used to be. And the reason that people usually cite for this is Anissa. And that's valid. I think that's very valid. But, you know, she's sort of the one who has kind of molded him into his current self. Now, so I think, though, in all honesty, the biggest thing that's actually the cause of his downfall. So, you know, you have, of course, Anissa. You have, you know, her embarrassing him. You have the OnlyFans. You have the absolute disaster that was Creator Clash, right? And you have the fact that he disavowed his old self and disavowed his fans as well, which was an interesting choice. Now, disavowing his old self, that's okay. You know, he used to say the N-word a lot, and now he feels differently about that. And you realize, oh, man, I was mean back then. I don't like the man I used to be. Well, and that's okay. You know, people grow and develop over time. They change over time. That's all nice and good. Now, was that really all his doing, or was that like was that an internal struggle, or was that influenced from the outside by Anissa? You know, the lady that he married and took her last name, which is an interesting choice. I think it's clear to see that, like, definitely the outside influence from her, you know, was the single biggest factor in that. But, you know, look, I think that the whole issues with the Creator Clash, with Anissa, are actually downstream from something larger, right? He disavowed, as I said, his old self. And he decided to do away with his old way of doing things, his old type of content. And, that could be okay. You would still have, in any case, the embarrassing aspects with the creator clash, with Anissa, with all the other stuff that he's being called out for and being made fun of for. And it's more being made fun of. It's less people are genuinely outraged. Like, when people are really just dunking on him. I mean, they're just making fun of him. The fundamental issue is that he disavowed his old self, but then replaced it with nothing. You see, he got rid of his old content. He stopped doing all of that. And what has he replaced it with? Right? Like, he'd be able to the whole idea is that he's moving forward. But in reality, he hasn't moved forward. He hasn't moved on. I mean, you look at what he's been posting in recent years. I mean, coming clean, that's him whining. Scared of immigrants. All right, now he's doing like low information political takes that are influenced by Anissa, Hassan, and all of them, that he hangs out with Frogan and all his new buddies, who are all unpopular figures, and they're really, only popular with their fan base in the online communal tanky sphere, or the tanky communal sphere, whatever you want to call it. Like that, they're not popular with the general public. So we got concern trolling. So more of him whining about how people are being mean to him. And then there was this disaster, the content cop, where he's stabbing his friend in the back and just torpedoing Creator Clash. He says, yeah, Creator Clash is back. And then we have more weak political takes. And then whatever the heck this is, this represents a sort of effort to try to get back to some of his old content, but it's just like a shell of what it used to be. Look at this.
Fuck. What the hell? My life's falling apart. I don't even think that was worth it. That wasn't interesting. That's not gonna blow anyone's mind. They're just gonna say, yeah, you were hanging from the ceiling, you dipshit. Welcome to New Year, New Me. This is New Me. I'm feeling optimistic for me for the new year. I'm not feeling optimistic for... This one's from my personal collection. Okay, check it out. The salted log. Oh man, that's
so look, as you can clearly see, that's sort of a very unsatisfactory attempt to emulate his old content, his old successes. Now we got more bad political takes. We've got, again, a attempt to, go back to his old content. But, again, we're not seeing any moving forward here. Got more, more political content. Whatever this is, upgrading my keychain build. Come on, guys. Come on. Super Monkey Ball Arcade. That could be kind of interesting, I suppose. And there's Idubbbz Complaints, his whole whining segment. And then what do we have here? What this looks like is generic complaints about urban planning. So, yeah, we've all heard that before. Also probably influenced from the Hassanosphere. Problems with car and roads, it's the same thing. Turn a mango seed into something wonderful. Mango pet. What is this? What is this? I should be able to flush paper towels? Dude, come on. And just raking playground equipment. What is this? This is crap. Look, Creator Clash 2. Crummy attempts to relive the glory days. Whining. Creator Clash. More attempts to relive the good old days. Preppers give me the ick. Oh, which saying that something gives you the ick is very, very masculine, dude, very masculine. Whining, creator clash. Why I hate influencer boxing. I mean, I don't know if I need to comment on the irony of that. We found an opponent. Oh, beefing with Sam Hyde. That went well. You know, look at this. Look at this. Anti-masking. Oh, that's I mean, it's 4 years ago. That was during COVID. But look at me. Look at this. This is in the past, like, 4 years. I mean, like, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. I mean, okay. Like, for somebody, who's a full-time YouTuber, this is not a lot. I mean, in the last year, how many videos? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 8, 12, 13 videos in the last year. I mean, not a particular high quality either. So, I mean, look, guys, this is a guy who remains as, on paper, a professional YouTuber. He doesn't have another job. I mean, unless you count running the Creator Clash, I mean, this guy has no other employment, or has no employment at all, but he has no other job than making YouTube videos. And I mean, like, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? He did away with his old self. And what has his old self been replaced with? I don't see any growth here. I see decay. Like, we're allowed to change in life. We're allowed to have changes of heart. He can feel negative about his old self and his old content, but there's nothing to replace it with. And I think somewhere around here, I think this is when when everything got out of hand. His sex workers, Idubbbz, complains, and that's where he's gonna whine and complain that people are making fun of him for his wife having an OnlyFans, which is, I mean, if you want to let your wife have an OnlyFans, just either don't talk about it or just own it. But I mean, this is 5 years ago, and he was handling that situation in essentially the same way he was handling this video. So, what do you see? A whining husk of a man battling with the trolls. Yeah, guys, he's a lolcow. He's never coming back. This is the end. This is the end of Ian. So, that's about it.